Hi, everyone. Welcome to Late Night Beading. I'm going to spend some time saying hi before we get into what we're doing today. So, hello, Cheryl. I'm glad you're here. Hi, Sid. LW, thank you for showing up. I'm glad you're here. What is your first name? Because I would like to be able to say your name. Hi, Chris. Hello, Dina. Hi. Oh, wait a minute. We already said hi to Cheryl. And it's my sister, Jenny. I'm so glad y'all are here. Okay. No, she is not. Good for you, Jen. Jenny's going to be doing her sister stash with us tomorrow night. It's going to be earlier. Hi, Leanna. I'm glad you're here. But yeah, it'll be earlier than 10:30 tomorrow night. It'll be about 8, I think. But she's going to be opening up the little bundle that I made for my stash and then creating with it on the DeFly. Did I say DeFly? I think I did. Hello, Leanna. I already said hello to you. But Rachel's here. Hi, Rachel. This is going to be fun. I did. That's okay. So I wanted to get y'all's input on what I want to create with, because the first time I did a live, I tried to do something a little complicated and chat with folks at the same time. Linda, thank you for telling me who you are. I appreciate that. Hi, Sylvia. I'm glad you're here. But yeah, so it was chaotic trying to do chat and trying to teach how to do something at the same time. So I determined that late night beading is just going to be easy projects. We're going to do some stringing or maybe like a memory wire bracelet or something easy. But I want you guys to help me figure out what beads I'm going to use to make something simple with. So I looked around and I was like, what's something that I got recently that I haven't really planned any big projects with, that I could just play around with the beads and just hang out with y'all while I was doing that. So this is what I came up with. Right, I'm just moving my keyboard out of the way. This was that Butterfly Garden bundle. It was just a special bundle, one-off. I added a couple of extra things from one of my orders as well. But it has some really cool things. I think this is one of the things that's coming in the bundle that they just listed today, the companion bundle. But this was a different, separate bundle for that. Hello, Patty. I'm glad you're here. But yeah, so I thought I could make something with this, or a couple of weeks ago at Beadbox Bargains, they had these little bundles. What did they call them? I think this one was the Spring Dreams. It was full of like blue beads and things and brass findings. I haven't really even opened it up to look at it. Or maybe this is the Teal Dreams. I don't know. One was Teal Garden, one was Spring Dreams, and one was Roseberry. I got all three of them. And it had these cool like bird beads. And then I added from my order these three, the little bundles of beads that came separately. So that's an option. Oh, man, are you inviting the whole crew over? Oh my gosh. 56 companion bundles. Yes, Jenny, that is correct. If you guys have it in your, budget and you want one of the companion bundles, they're very pink leaning. So if pink isn't your favorite, it might not be something you want. But if it is, go head over to Beatbox Bargains and check them out. I always have fun with the companion bundles. Thanks for the link, Jenny. Jenny is doing modelly things for me today. Hi, Becky. That's a different way of spelling it, but I used to spell it that way until I was about 8. That's great. Okay, and then there's this one. Oh, this one must be the teal one. Oh, I love those. This one has some of these little guys, and I can't remember if this came with it or if it's one that I just pulled it out of my order and I was like, you know what? Amazonite. So that's the teal one. That's the Spring Dreams. And then this one was the rose one. The Roseberry had copper findings. Ooh, I love copper. Oh, look at that. That's really pretty. Amethyst. Coin beads. And then this was, again, one of those little bead bundles that I was like, it just goes with it. So, should I do a poll? Because I think we have fun with polls during our lives. Either I have done memory wire bracelets. Not recently though. So maybe that's a really good thing for us to do. Maybe that's where I'm going to head in that direction. But I need to decide what beads to use for a memory wire bracelet. I got some memory wire. Oh no, that's not memory wire. Not a bunch somewhere. Well, I can do one tonight. I hadn't planned on something. That's you guys are my design by committee. Oh my gosh, yes. Gemstones from Sam's and from Heather. That is so much stuff. So much good stuff. Okay, let me make a poll. And then we can make a decision. Start a poll. Time to do some typing. These bundles aren't currently available. Just to let you guys know, they did sell out, but they were, I think it was either last weekend or the weekend before. Okay. Pull is set. Oh my gosh, yes. A credit card or just my bank account. Yeah. Dana. Just gonna highlight that. a minute. Why is it not showing me all of the comments? Okay, yes. We're talking about a memory wire bracelets, but I want to say hi to Rosanna too. You just joined us. Hi, Philomena. The one on the left, this one? That is my left, right? That's the Spring Dreams Valley Bundy. It's the one with the blues and these light blues and dark blues and bronze findings. Well, antique bronze? Brass? These were mini bundles that they had on sale last weekend, I think, or the weekend before. And then this one was that just a bundle that they had. I opened this one. I did a video where I unboxed this one. But was that 2 weeks ago? I don't know. It would have been, enough time to buy it and for it to be shipped to me. Hi, Sharon. I'm glad you're here. That's one way to do it, Dana. I know. I am happy to use any of these because they're all beautiful beads. Every bead is beautiful in their own way. Okay, so far we've got 45% for the Butterfly Garden one. 22 votes. Did I say vote? I meant vote. Sometimes I don't pronounce things correctly at the end of the day. There's 37 of you watching, so I'm going to need about 15 of you to actually vote. Hi, Julie. I am open to suggestions. Somebody just suggested memory wire bracelets, and I thought that might be a good idea because I hadn't figured out what to make yet. Rosanna. Oh, that's great. I'm going to highlight you. Oh, thanks, Leanna. Yes, we are designing by committee tonight. Because I mean, I could just sit here and talk and talk and talk, but that's no fun for anybody. I like input from my friends. Still 22 votes. Oop, 23. We're still at 48%. The Beadbox Bargains matches your dress. That is so cool. So are you going to be creating your own wedding jewelry from it? Because that would be so cool too. Hi, Kathy. I'm glad you're here. I can see your chats, Linda. I can't see you. So, You can make faces if you want, and I won't even know. Oh, roses. Oh, how fantastic. Oh my goodness, yes. So, for everyone who's just joined us, I'm asking for input on which bundle of beads to use. These were some mini bundles that came in Beadbox Bargains last week or the week before. I can't remember. But this was the Spring Dreams bundle. It has some dark and light blues with bronze findings. This one is the Teal Garden. It has like green and aqua colored beads, and it was gold findings, it looks like. And then this one was the Roseberry Value Bundle, and it has like some purples and warm browns, some pinks, and copper findings. And then this was a bundle, just a just because bundle that they had for sale at Beadbox Bargains, and I unboxed it recently and added a couple of things for my order, like these arabesque beads. And one of these is what I'm going to be using to make something. We were talking about maybe doing a memory wire bracelet. Oh, I'm waiting for the votes to come in because I did a poll for this. It's in the chat. We're at 50% now. We've got 24 votes. I think that's where we're going to end up. I really do. Butterfly garden. The butterfly garden, I can put some blues in because it's got blues. Oh, it could be really pretty. Well, welcome, Beth. I'm glad you're here. We're just doing some voting. Which bundles should we use? This is the butterfly garden. This is the spring dreams. This is the teal garden. And this is the roseberry. Hi, Bridget. We're getting several people wanting blue or teal. But the butterfly garden is winning in the poll. That is rose garden, isn't it? Well, it's roseberry, I should say. I'm going to open up it's just sparkling water. But I am thirsty. So sorry about the noise there. Ooh, I think that is a good idea. Ooh, key lime pie. It was such a good box, actually. I think I actually got both of the bundles, the companion bundles, just because like that light green is so nice. Butterfly, butterfly, butterfly. I'm so happy to see you guys here. All right. I got to make a decision before it gets too late. Hi, Elvira. All right, I'm going to let the poll go for one more minute. One more minute. Oh, that's right, I did. And you made some beautiful jewelry with it, Jenny. You made that, like, prenite and, was it the graduated, was it serpentine? Yeah, it was really beautiful. Those blue butterflies are really pretty. Okay, I'm gonna end this poll. So where we're at right now, we have 30 votes, and 47% of you want the butterfly garden. So here we go. I am going to put these away so that I can get the others out and do some creating with them. These are still fun little bundles. Well, I'm glad you're here, Julie. I just like to have some fun and chat with my friends and make some things. We're just going to do some easy beading tonight. So if you have a project that you're working on, go ahead, pull it out, have some fun with it. You ran out of colors to match to make earrings. Ooh, what colors? Now, I'm a big fan of pink, Sharon. My friends in the chat, do you have some suggestions for colors for Sharon to get to make more earrings? I'm a big fan of pink and blues. So I would say one or both of those if it was me. But chat, do you think you can help Sharon out? Hi, Miranda. Hmm. Oh, Julie, you're going to really like it here. You are, I promise. What about pairing your pink beads with something like maybe some yellow beads for pink and yellow, or maybe pink and blue, or pink and purple? You could pair them with a different color. All right, guys. So what am I making? Someone suggested a necklace to show off the beads. And I think a necklace or bracelet might work better if I use some of these longer beads. They don't play very nicely with memory wire because of the way that the curve goes on that. So longer beads, I'm going to want um, a more flexible beading medium. But some of these smaller beads, especially these gorgeous little gemstones and some of these beads, would be fantastic on a memory wire bracelet. Ooh, pink and purple. Oh, or pink and green. Yeah. Those are all great ideas. Well, Julie, I dabble in everything. So you might learn stringing from me. You might learn some wire work from me. We might do some bead weaving with a needle and thread. You know, just come along with me. We'll have fun. All right, so we're getting ooh. Jenny saw something made with Amazonite and light lemon yellow. That does sound really refreshing. That sounds perfect. You know what, guys? Why don't I do a quick memory wire bracelet? And then if I've got time, I'll do a necklace. Does that sound good? Yeah. Now, I very rarely buy memory wire because I don't use it that often. But I do get memory wire in the curated bead box. I've got a little bit right here. Oh, Mom's here. Hi, Mom. My mom is one of my biggest fans. Probably the biggest fan. Ooh, this is a nice lightweight memory wire. Okay. Now, the most important thing about using memory wire is to make sure you have memory wire cutters, because I ruined so many of my flush cutters trying to cut memory wire. I ruined them all until I found out that they actually have these like for sale. This was like less than $10, and it has saved me so much money. Like, so much money. All right. So I'm just gonna clip off about the beads are gonna take up space. So I'm gonna wrap it around sort of the fatter part, or not fatter, but wider part of this, so that I get 2. No, let's do 3. Yep. I did 2, Rosanna. I ruined several of them, but look how easily it cuts. Boom, it's done. Love that for me. All right. Just trying to get it untangled. And let's get some beads out and figure out a pattern to string them on. Well, am I stringing? Is that what it's called? I don't know. I guess in a way it is, technically. All right. Absolutely in love with these gorgeous gemstones. They are so pretty. Like all of these different colors. Yes, Dana. You do have to be careful with that. I use these for that too. It's so great having like some heavy duty cutters for things. Hi, Rita. I'm picking some things out of this bead bundle that I got last week. Or was it earlier this week? When did I unbox this? I have no idea what day it is. Is it Friday? I guess it is. Yes, yes. They're a must. Okay, so I've got these beautiful gemstone beads. And then I'm going to grab these aqua colored beads. And I think these light pink round out this rosaline color. Should we do some squares too, guys? Like these cubes? I haven't looked for nickel-free memory wire yet. I don't know if it is. I mean, it might be. It's tempered steel. So if it's like the right version of steel, it might be. These don't have a label on them. It just comes like that, so I wouldn't know. if it was good enough for nickel free. But they should have some information like the beetle on kind. Maybe it is. I don't know. We'll check it out. Can't sleep at night. You stay up all night. Well, that's who we are. We are the night owl crew. You know, Julie, I only started out with a few of them and then I just dove right in and added so many as I went. It's been a process, but part of it is that I make tutorials. So getting something that current and that other people may be designing with is sort of important for um, having my channel be something that is useful for folks. So sometimes I don't get a chance to use all of my box. So it's not as fun as it might seem. It is fun, but not that fun. Because I always have to be doing something new. I feel that pressure to do that. All right. These findings were in there too. These are just some spacers and bead caps. And I would like to not have my beads slide off. So I'm going to grab my round nose pliers. Actually, these guys, these are my bail making pliers. And I'm going to roll this back right there. So that it doesn't poke things and it doesn't poke me. And so these beads won't go flying off when I'm adding it. And I'm going to just keep rolling it until it goes around twice. There we go. Like that. A sleepover with Becky when you come back on a Friday night. That's fantastic. Oh, hello, Jennifer. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad that I included blue too. I think it's gonna really make this shine. So I'm trying to figure out how I want these to go. Might have one of these cubes with a couple of these and maybe those. And then a little gem. A gemmy gem. A little bitty gem. Oh, that's fantastic, Sharon. You are a earring making machine. I love making earrings, as you know. It makes me really happy that you have something that you enjoy doing so much. Okay, so what do you guys think? That look like a good little pattern? Maybe? Six p.m. to 10:30 PM. Oh, man. That sounds like a really long couple of days. I'm sorry. You know what? Sometimes I find myself, like, just drifting off, like, in need of a nap at about 4 PM, 3 PM, and I'm just fighting to stay awake. And then when it's actually time to go to bed, I'm like, "Nope, let's make things instead." Oh, I love combining colors. I love playing around with how things work. I love whacking my camera with my hands. Sorry. No, I don't love that. That was a joke. Hello. Oh my gosh, yay. I love that. Oof. So where I'm at, and everybody else sound off and let us know what time it is where you are. I'm in Texas, so it is 11:06 PM. Mm, 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 mm. All right. 12:06 where you're at. You must be East Coast, right? Arkansas is going to have that. You know what? I'm going to actually start with one of my spacers. Yep, Sylvia's in Texas too. I got the whole Texas contingent in here. Jennifer's over in California, so is Leanna. I love finding out where everybody's from. That's so great. Lynn is also in California. Rosanna's in Montana, so you're mountain time. Beth is in South Carolina, so East Coast. Let's see. Sherry's in Ohio. Where else? All right, Washington State. It's also Pacific. You don't want to be California. Sorry. California, South Georgia, East Tennessee. I love this. Sometimes I get folks from overseas jumping in where they are joining us from like Australia or something because it's, daytime there. They live in the future. No, I don't like these bead caps. They're too pokey outy. So when you wear it, you'll have like those little points. So they would work better on a larger bead so that the bead could kind of cushion the bloop bloop bloops. Oh, maybe they'll work on that. Ooh, yeah, let's put these on the outside of the big cubes. Okay. I think that's a good idea. No? Yeah, let's do the little spacers there. Have I ever had anyone from the Philippines come into chat? I don't know. Maybe. Isn't that cool, Rosanna, when people just watch your stuff from all over? That makes me really happy. Where am I going? I don't know where I'm going, but I do know that I am getting there. Okay. All right. And let's do bead cap. and then the cube bead, and then another bead cap. I think I like this. I think I like this a lot, actually. All right, little spacers. Little tiny spacers. You used to live in the Philippines, moving back to Arizona in 2 months. You know, I used to live in Malaysia. I was there for a project for the software company that I worked with, and I moved my entire family, which at the time included me, my ex-husband, and my 2 small children, which consisted of a 3-year-old and a 6-month-old. Oh, Jenny, there's no such thing as too far with color. Nothing but blah, 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 blah. No such thing as too far with color. Look, I can speak. I can enunciate when I put my mind to it. Oh man, I can have some fun with memory wire bracelets too. I just don't do it very often. And I don't know why I don't, because it is fun and it can be really fun. Sometimes I'm just a little stuck in a rut. So it's nice to get out of the rut and do something a little different than I normally do, just for a little while. There we go. Maybe I will go start my memory wire era and do some more of those. Oh, maybe we'll do some triple strand memory wire bracelets for another bracelet bash. Aha! Great idea. Oh, Jenny doesn't have a channel, Sharon. She just joins me on my channel sometimes because she is my sister. But she posts her finished jewelry in the Softflex VIP group and also some of the other beading Facebook groups that we have out there. Oh no, Leanna, do you know they make different sizes of memory wire? You might just need to buy a smaller size memory wire. Um, ooh, what time? Where are you at again? Let me scroll up because I forgot. South Georgia. Okay. So it'll be 9 your time, Sharon. I did already schedule the live. So you could go find it and hit remind me. My sister is very talented, Dana. It's true. Very talented. What am I doing? I am right here in my little design. Oh, you know, it might be that you just don't like it. And that's totally fine. There's no like rule out there that says you have to like the way a certain design feels or something like that. I usually have a little trouble wearing, like, bracelets and things that have, like, a lot of dangles, a lot of cha-chas and stuff like that, and it's mostly because I do things that, like, I knit and I do stuff with the string, and if things get caught on my bracelet, it drives me so crazy. It just drives me so crazy. So I tend to avoid that. I tend to not have super busy, like, bracelets. Something that's smoother, that doesn't have a lot of things for things to catch on is something that I'll create with, but it's all about preferences, you know? Oh, you found her? I'm glad, Sharon. Then you'll be able to watch Jenny as she opens up the surprise mystery little bundle that I made out of beads from my stash. And she'll make something live with us. I'm excited because honestly, I forgot what I put in there. I don't know what's in there. So I'm looking forward to finding out. Oh, good job. Now you won't forget, and you'll be able to be there with us. Jenny, can you find the link and put it in the chat? It will be fun, actually. That's true. I do a lot of typing for work. I work in IT. So, like, uh, my wrist brushes against the edge of my desk a lot when I'm using my mouse or when I'm typing. So having dangles there is just I can't do it. Just can't do it. Oh, thank you, Jenny. My sister is awesome. She's a pretty cool girl. I like my sister. She's alright in my world. Okay. Sometimes I sing. If you're new here. Yeah. Yes, it is a mystery design on the fly. Jenny did a fantastic job with her design on the fly when we did April's box together. We did that while I was visiting her, though. That's true, Rose. I try to avoid it, but sometimes a song just gets in your head. I think I love this. I love this so much. Uh, That's true, Jenny. I won't be getting in your way. So I'm just gonna keep putting these on till I get to the end. If you guys wanna bring up more conversation while I'm stringing. Sharon, I usually cut my own hair. It's just something I've done for, like, most of my life. Well, I'm glad you're back. In fact, I cut my sister's hair the last time I visited her, because that's also something we've been doing for most of our life. Oh, man. You guys should have seen, like, the haircut I gave her. When was it? When you were in 8th grade? Ah, hi, Heather. Heather's here. Much improved since since Charlotte. Yeah. I mean, at least that one haircut, it was the 90s and short hair was on girls was really good, and you looked really good with it. But yeah, I have improved since then. It's true. I'm glad Heather's here. Heather, are you doing a Beating Besties tomorrow night? What am I doing? Yes, there we go. I ordered a companion bundle. I did. I actually pre-filled my cart with a few other things I wanted. So when it actually came through, I didn't have to wait very long and I could go ahead and check out. I think. Oh, did it finally become peach? It was a little bright when I was there. Sunday night, Jody. Ah, I will be sure to check in. I love Jody. Jody Krantz is going to be on Heather's YouTube show. She does Beading Besties on Sunday nights. She invites somebody on and they just hang out and beat. I do cut my son's hair too. I am so glad you've got a nice peachy pink. I wonder if it's close to my hair. Maybe we have matching hair now. Oh my gosh, I love buttons. Buttons are the best. I believe you, Heather. Yeah, I believe you. Strawberry blonde over the pink. That's good. Okay. Sorry, I keep stopping to chat and I'm not stringing. It's a very pink bundle. So if you have an aversion to pink, you might not want it. That bundle. But if you love pink like me, then you probably definitely want one. Jody will be fun. Y'all, I should get Jody. Maybe we'd have to do it earlier in the day. She is not a night owl. But I would love to do a live with Jody. I'm a little bit jealous that Heather gets to do it before I do. Yes. I didn't even know the preview was on until Heather told me, like, and I was like, okay, let me go watch that. It was really good timing too. Yes, that's right. You guys remember that rectangle pendant? This is the one that Jen was talking about. It was from the bead box. Oof, I'm all turned around. There we go. This one in the bead box, it didn't say it was nickel free, but the listing was just updated to show it's nickel free. It's this one right here. Come on, focus. There we go. So this is the one that I have. They also put it in the bundle, the companion bundle. Jenny was like, I'm just going to buy a whole bunch because they listed all the extras and it is such a pretty little pendant. It is so perfect. Yeah, I will be finished when I'm finished. I don't have to be anywhere after this except bed. And that's not going to be for a little while, so I'll stay till I'm done with my bracelet. Oh, yes. Where am I going? There. That's right. My chat with Heather, that was my main concern was that because I noticed there were a lot of metals, and I was like, oh, I hope that my sister can use some of those because there were a lot that you weren't able to use from the original bead box. Oh, yay! Thanks for adding a link if people want to go find it. Oh, yes, those porcelain beads are beautiful. I haven't used them yet. In a sorry, I have the hiccups. In a design. Hold on. All right. Oh no, Leanna. Oof, I hope you get it tomorrow. It is such a beautiful bead box. I think many of us have had our bead boxes go on little adventures around the country. Um, it's always fun to see where they go on their way here. Sometimes they get here super quick. Sometimes they go to Washington State first. I don't know. Just a grand tour. Rosanna comes up as Rihanna. Well, I can see that. I can see how that would be very similar. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Alabama. Oh, yeah, I don't think I've had mine go through Alabama before. Sometimes they'll go to Georgia. Once it went to Florida and then to Texas. Oh no, Sylvia. Well, at least you remembered now. I sometimes forget. And I won't know because my brain will be like, my dogs are just asleep. It's fine. So it isn't until like I look over and notice that they're gone or until they make noises. So you're not the only person who sometimes forgets. And they are both snoozing soundly right now. Okay. Which is why you don't hear Ellen. And Natalie isn't out shaking her head. Oh, that is such a great idea. Those little pendants would be so perfect for your wedding jewelry. They would be so beautiful. So beautiful. Where am I going? There I am. Sorry, I forgot where I was in my pattern. I am so glad y'all are here just hanging out with me while I'm making stuff. It makes me really happy. From Tennessee to Florida, then to Arizona. Hmm, that's a bit of a trip from Florida. That's like the opposite side. I love this. You could probably end it about there and have a 2-strand. But I think I'm gonna keep going and aim for a triple strand. There you go. Let's just keep going a little bit longer. Julie, that is so great. Are you a member of the Beadbox Bargains Facebook group? Because I would love to see what you make with the box. And you could post it there and we'd all be able to see it. Or you could join the Beading Besties Facebook group and show us what you make there. I would love to see what you come up with. It's so exciting. Thanks, Heather. Heather just posted a link to that Beading Besties group. If you do click to join, make sure you answer the questions. It's just a way to weed out spams and stuff. Right, there we go. I am glad you have fun hanging out with me. uh, I'm getting to the stick tongue out while I bead phase of the project. That is so wonderful. I'm so it is never too late to be happy. I need to get more bead caps out of this box. I have a couple more repeats. Let me see. I'm going to need enough wire to spin it around twice. The 1, 2. Okay, so 2 more repeats. That's not bad. I have way too much in my life going on to even think about dating, so that's where I'm at. Yeah, let's use one of these guys. This was a very cool bundle. I have love, Heather. I have so much love in my life. I have love from my family. I have love from my friends. I have so much love in my life. I really do. It's true, Dana. We could make time, but they'd have to be pretty spectacular for me to make time. I think the contest entry is open for 2 months. So April would still be open through, I think, June. Melanie's here. Whoop! I just lost that. Melanie, you just missed some of our discussion. We were talking about uh, some of our friends have found love recently, and you recently found your true love within the last few years. Where are we going? Okay. Now I am close to the end, but I don't want to go all the way to the end because I do need to roll this up. just like I did this other one. So it's almost perfect that it ended this close to the end at the end of the thing, so it can mirror that end. I did not plan that. That was completely a mistake. But sometimes serendipity. Find a great guy. That is hard to do, especially when you're busy with so many other things. So this might be too much, but it's fine. I'm just going to keep turning this back until it meets up with the other side. Serendipity. I got a double roll, just like I did the first end. Now I have a memory wire bracelet. There we go. Love it. Love that. Saturday dates. That is so great, Melanie. Love that. It does sparkle, Mom. I didn't know that it would line up like that. That was, again, serendipity. Like, when it's coiled, it's offset, but when it's actually around my wrist, I did this without planning. They line up. I'm so happy. This bracelet was meant to be. And you know what? I owe it all to y'all because you helped me design this, designed by committee. Sometimes designed by committee works. No, my email address is not the same, but just the first word, Bekito, um, at gmail.com. That is so pretty. I am in love with that. Yay! You know what I think I'm going to do is I have a couple of these little tiny drops in here. No, wait, I'm going to use these for something else. I was going to add them as a dangle here, but I think I'd rather use them for something else. Yeah, I don't need no dangles. This was the Butterfly Garden bundle. They had it, was it a week ago, 2 weeks ago? It was just one of those one-off bundles. It was a little on the pink heavy side. I added a few more blue beads from my order, but it is really pretty still. And I love it. Absolutely love it. Jenny loves her dangles more than I do, Mom. I did see it, Melanie, and I ordered it. It's gonna come here, and it's very pink. It's they really leaned in on the pink on that, which, like, when I saw it, I was like, "Melanie might not like that." But, I don't know, maybe you would. Maybe you're coming around on pink. I'm just cleaning up my mat right now. Beads make me happy too, Julie. And beading is therapeutic, and spending time with friends and making stuff with them just makes me happy. No pink. Ah, well, more pink for me then. Go to Melanie, did you see the Sam Speed box though? Because it is full of beautiful blues and purples. I love this. Oh, you know what, Julie? Same. Same. Bead therapy. The beading will continue until morale improves. Too much check glass. Okay. Well, they had a bunch of gemstones too, and pearls. All right, guys. I have made my bracelet. I have spent time with my friends. We have had some great conversations. And I think it might be time for us to wrap things up. What do you guys think? Are you ready for bed? Or at least to wind down a little bit? Oh, yes. The orphans. Do you want to see my orphan from the adoption auction? Hold on. I got it all put out. Yes, you will see me tomorrow. Hold on though, because I'm gonna pull this up. So they had an adoption auction from Gemstone Orchid. What is it? 2 weeks ago? Something like that. And I know everyone was expecting me to bid on the pink ones, but I bid on this one instead. It is this beautiful druzy agate in like this flame shape. And it has this like carnelian line on it. It has some teal and it has this dark black on it. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. And then they put together the dress up bag with all of this carnelian and onyx, and then apatite. We have some smoky quartz, some rock quartz, some 2-hole beads. It's a fantastic dress up bag. It even has these adorable little kitty connectors. It's so great. Oh man. But yeah, they do the adoption options. It's on YouTube. You go to Homestrung Jewelry's channel and subscribe to their channel, because you can only participate if you're a subscriber to their channel. So you don't have to pay the money yet. And then they show the gemstones and then you bid in the chat. It's really fun. And so I got this, but then I also got another one that I sent to my sister. So after I bought it, I reached out to Debbie and I said, can I pay the extra shipping and send that to my sister? And I did. So that's the reason this is organized, because my sister and I had a little unboxing together when hers and mine both arrived on Monday. So we were doing all of that. He is a little crazy looking, isn't he? Oh man, Melanie, you got some really good ones too. They were so pretty. Oh yeah, Jenny will show you what hers was on the live tomorrow. She'll just pop it open and we'll look at the pretty stones and all of that stuff. It was really great. She's going to be doing the live with me tomorrow. It's the Seaster Stash Challenge. So she's going to be opening up the little stash bundle that I made for her and left at her house during our last visit. Oh, Tiger Eye. I love Tiger Eye. Did I do a Tiger Eye and pink bracelet? I don't know if I did. I don't know. I would have to go back and check and see what I did. But you know, the most recent Gemstone Orphanage box was Tiger Eye, and I still need to make something with it because I love my little Tiger Eye heart. It's so beautiful. Oh no. Well, I'll see if I can find the video. Let me see. Just a sec. Did I do a Tiger Eye? Maybe? Do you guys remember if I did? Oh, I think that's the one. Hold on. It was during my unboxing that I did that. So you might have to skip past the unboxing to get to the actual tutorial, but you should be able to see it in that link. Yeah, it was a design on the fly. I opened it up and I was like immediately inspired. Immediately inspired. So it's in that it's in that video that I just linked. So go ahead and save that one to watch later or something. And then when you go to watch it, I think I put a link in it directly to the tutorial so you don't have to watch the unboxing. That's the one. There you go. So now you've got that. So you can follow along and you can make that Tiger Eye bracelet. It'll be really great. But no, I really want to do let's do next week. Let's do a Tiger Eye video with the Gemstone Orphanage box. But also, I will see you guys tomorrow night with Jenny. She'll be on with me. And I know there's something else that I wanted to say, but I cannot for the life of me remember what it is. Huh. Well, if you miss the live tomorrow, you can watch it on replay. That's the great thing about your YouTube, is it will always be available. You know what? I do need to do a wrap-up video. Why don't I do one on Sunday? I usually film those. I don't do them live. But yeah, I'll do a wrap-up video on Sunday. I miss doing them. Okay, so for the show tomorrow night, It's going to be at 8 p.m. Central Time, which is 9 p.m. on Eastern, 7 Mountain, 6 Pacific, US time. Oh, wow, that sounds like a lot of work. You can watch it on replay. That'll be fine. All right, guys. Thank you for staying up with me. Thank you for helping me make my beautiful bracelet. And thanks for being my friends. I really appreciate it. 9 a.m. in the morning. No, PM. I'm not getting up early. It'll be in the evening. Yeah, yeah. No, I'm not ever going to do a 9 a.m. live. That's not me. Good night. Sleep tight. I love everyone. Bye for now. Good night. Yes, have a happy weekend. Oh, that's so great. Thank you for coming. Bye.